Hey everybody, welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Today we're going to take a look at the display that I have set up so far at the house. Marvel and G.I. Joe are pretty much done with a little bit of spattering of DC in there. But first I want to say thank you for 4,000 subscribers to the channel. I really appreciate this, each and every one of you. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you guys on board. So thank you so much. So what I'm doing up at the house is I'm setting up new displays. This is going to be Star Wars over here. And then I've got all these boxes of dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, Transformers, and there's He-Man and Masters of the Universe, which I'm going to put up shelves on this last wall and try to work them in there. But the first bit of shelves that I did work on and already have done are the little bit of DC, and we got Marvel and G.I. Joe here. So up here for DC, I've got the Super Friends from Mattel. I don't know why they didn't do Wonder Woman with that set, but they should have. We've got a boxed Harlequin and the Spider-Man 3-pack up there unopened. And then we have some of the DC McFarlane. I only get what I really kind of like, and I have one example of Superman, one example of Batman, that kind of thing. I'm not all in on McFarlane. I love them; they look great, but I'm not all in. Just can't afford it because I'm so into Marvel. I've got these 3 3/4-inch figures up here. We've got the 2 gliders and Sauron, and then the next shelf we've got our Spider-Man shelf. On the Spider-Man shelf, we've pretty much got the villains and heroes all kind of mixed together. Looks pretty neat. I like it. A little bit of room to expand. Add a couple characters that might be needed. Miles is down there kicking it. The Human Fly, Scorpion, the Lizard, the 6-armed Spider-Man. We've got Silk there in the middle. Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy. Spider-Man eating pizza. And we've got the 3 there, Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman for the Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. And then the Vulture, Doc Ock, Sandman, Carnage, Venom, the Living Laser. They're all there. Next shelf, we have the X-Men from the cartoons. I'm a cartoon and comic book guy. I don't really do MCU that much. There's one exception to my that I do MCU for, but that's it. Everything else is going to be comic and cartoon related. So we had Professor X with Moira, Jean Grey, Cyclops. We had Jubilee, Wolverine, Beast, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Forge was in there, Storm, X-Man, Havoc, Bishop, Cannonball. They're all in there. And now we have a kind of a villains shelf. Chud is in there. Silver Samurai with a couple hand ninja. Apocalypse, Juggernaut, Sinister, Magneto, Archangel, Omega Red, AIM soldiers. Pretty cool. Then we have a Deadpool and Wolverine shelf. A couple versions of Deadpool, including Lady Deadpool, Pirate Deadpool. Two versions of Laura Kinney as X-23. And then we have a bunch of versions of Wolverine here. We got the original Wolverine from the Wolverine vs. Hulk. Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, the Bone Claw Wolverine, Weapon X, and the Energy Claw Wolverine. And now we have Avengers villains up on top here. The Leader, Kang, MODOK, Red Skull with a couple of Hydra soldiers, Ultron, Doctor Doom, Thanos, some Skrulls, Loki's there in the corner. Pretty cool. And then we go on to the Avengers themselves. And our only MCU on the left. So in the Avengers, we've got Captain America and Iron Man, Hawkeye, Thor, Hulk, Giant Man, Black Panther, Beta Ray Bill's in here, Falcon. And then we have our only MCU, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy set. And we've got the Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure in there that my brother picked up for me last Christmas. Pretty cool. And then we've got the Iron Man Hall of Armor and some of the Defenders, I guess you could say, or outlying Avengers. Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Deathlock, War Machine, Namor, Shang-Chi, and Iron Fist all hanging out there. And then we have the Iron Man Hall of Armors with all the other Iron Mans I have kind of hanging around. I'd like to get an Iron Man in a greenish, there's one in a greenish suit, and I think that would look good in here just to get some different colors involved. And but I don't have him. And then we've got the holographic sort of one in the middle, like he's working on a new set of armor there. That's kind of cool. And then we have a wrestling corner down here. I pretty much collect Hulk Hogan's, Andre the Giant's, Mr. T, and Sergeant Slaughter. So I've got some different versions of, especially a lot of different versions of Hulk Hogan. And I know I've got a couple more of Andre the Giant that must be still at the condo. I got to work them in somehow. But I just did this temporarily just to kind of fill up the space down here. Next up, we got Galactus with the Galactus display down here on the bottom in the middle. Got Galactus himself with Silver Surfer flying by his head. I clipped the surfer stand to the earpiece, I guess you could say, the horn. And then in his hand, I put the Flame Girl there. Forgot her name already. The Watcher, Thing, and Human Torch. And then we have Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman over there. What I want to do is put in a shelf like here and have the Human Torch sort of flying. And then in the next one, we've got G.I. Joe here. The vehicles and everything. This is Duke as a Tiger Force Duke on the Tiger Force Ram cycle. And then we have Breaker on the Ram. Dr. Mindbender, Serpentor on his serpent sled, ski thing, whatever you want to call it. The Steel Brigade 2-pack Trouble Bubble with Televiper, and we've got Scrap Iron with his mobile launcher thing, mobile missile launcher thing. Pretty cool. The G.I. Joe team is down here. Not much more room on this shelf for expanding with other characters, but we've got another shelf to work with. Shipwreck, Grunt, Snake Eyes with Timber. Commando Snake Eyes, the one I like him. Lady J and Flint back there. We got Scarlet and Duke. I know there's a new Scarlet, so she'll get replaced. Tunnel Rat and Torpedo. Those are two really great figures. Bazooka's awesome. We need Quick Kick and Alpine to go with Bazooka. Rock and Roll and Roadblock. We got Falcon and Covergirl. Gung Ho and Stalker. Spirit with Freedom, Dusty, and Beachhead. Barbecue and Outback. Pretty cool. Yeah. We need Lifeline or Doc, one of those two for medical. Desperately need them in the line. And here's some of the extras and more like some deluxe figures and guys that fit in with other sublines. So we've got Snow Job here as a deluxe figure, and Tripwire was a deluxe figure with a lot of accessories. Tripwire's rat and the little mobile robot thing. We've got Tiger Force down here. Tiger Force Rakondo, Bazooka, Dusty, and Tiger Force Outback. And Lowlight's hanging out in the corner there. He's just got a lot of accessories, so he couldn't fit up with the other guys. The Renegades with Sergeant Slaughter. So far, there's only one Renegade. Firefly and Major Blood. Copperhead with a Alley Viper back there. We got a Bats, Snow Serpent, and Destro and Baroness. Crocmaster with some Eggo waffles in his hand and his alligator down there. A couple baby alligators hanging around. Then we have a troop building shelf. I can't go with just one of each trooper when it comes to G.I. Joe. I just can't do it. So I've got 5 Vipers back there. And we have Zartan and Zorana. And my friend Paul Baker made this Swamp Sled 3D printed, and he painted it for me. So he 3D printed that, sanded it, painted it, did all the work on it, and just sent it to me. Pretty cool. Really nice of him. Great guy. And then we have a whole bunch of Cobra Troopers and a Cobra Officer with Cobra Commander. So lots of those, including the female 2-pack. And we've got 5 Crimson Guard with the Crimson Twins, Tomax and Zaymot. And there's some Cobra Ninjas there with Storm Shadow in the front. Pretty cool. Nice. I do have a lot more. I've got some special edition and deluxe and other kinds of G.I. Joe, but they're stashed away somewhere. I'll have to dig out their boxes and maybe just put the packaging on display. But this is it. This is the room so far. This is the display so far. Next, we'll get on to working on Star Wars. Thanks a lot for checking this out with me. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I will catch you guys in the next one. But this is what I've been up to lately, you know? In case you've been wondering, where are the videos? I've been cleaning, organizing, boxing, moving, all that stuff. All right, guys. Talk to you later. See ya. Stay awesome out there, everybody.